Hey there everybody, I'm C-Show and welcome to episode number 11 of our Let's Play Agrarian Skies. Now then, if you remember in our last episode, we finished up our mob spawner and got a few quest rewards, some nice little stuff there. And you might notice this nice expansion going on here. Well, this one is pretty obvious. I went ahead and finished up the first part of our Cultivating the Harvest quest, which was making the harvester, planter, invar, sickle, and sludge boiler. So I went ahead and set most of that up, minus the sludge boiler, because the next part of that quest asks for a sludge bucket. And the easiest way that I know of to get the sludge bucket, honestly, is just to have it output the sludge into a tank and then just scoop the tank, or, well, scoop the sludge out of the tank with a bucket. So we're going to do that. I don't have any power going to this yet because I haven't set up any kind of power yet. So what am I going to do there? I'm going to go ahead and set up our little power plant. I went ahead and did go ahead and make a pulverizer, you'll notice, because I am going to go ahead and set that up as well, but I'm also going to have to set up some other machines. But essentially I got the bare bones stuff that I'm going to need for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to put some blocks here. I'm just going to drop my aqueous accumulator right here. And you guys remember how that works pretty much. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now we need to set up our steam dynamo. Now this is one of my favorite starting energy sources personally. Some people might like other stuff better, but me, I like this one. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go ahead and set this stuff up right here. And I went ahead and made some energy cells, stuff like that. Let's see, I don't mind setting my machines up right here. So we'll go ahead and start with our primary two machines that I'm going to make right there, which are going to be the pulverizer and a redstone furnace, which I'm going to automate in a little bit. Alright, so what I want to do for this is I'm just going to move some water right down through here, and it'll automatically input the water in there. You'll see it fills up no problem. One of these aqueous accumulators can run, well, a lot of these steam dynamos. I'm not sure how many exactly, but it can run a lot. Something else that I want to make real quick. I would like to make a leadstone energy cell, or better yet, I think a hardened energy cell. Because the hardened energy cell is not, as you can see, it just takes some invar plus the other recipe. That's really easy for us to make. I actually had to make some invar for the invar sickle and the invar axe to make the harvester, so I actually should have some extra. Yeah, I got like 11 left, no problems there. Alright, so we need a leadstone energy cell. Now that's going to take some redstone. Ooh, we might be, oh, we have 9, 11 here. I don't think that's going to be enough. What is this one? Oh, an electrum ingot. We're going to have to mix that up in our smeltery. Let's see, what does that take? As an alloy, that is equal amounts of silver and gold. That's no problem. Let's go ahead and... well, let's just do a small amount. We don't really need a lot of this, and I'll be able to get an induction furnace later, which will make all that much easier. Alright, so we're just going to use one of each. This should make 2 ingots of electrum, I think. Alright, so while those smelt, I'm going to look into what else I need real quick. Alright, so I need 4 lead, which I should have as well. Well, exactly 4 lead, that's good. And then we're going to need 3 copper, plus a decent amount of glass, which I think I have enough glass. We'll see. Got 3 copper here. I went ahead and made up a bunch of ingots whenever I was doing those other quests. Alright, so to make this, we should have everything for that. Check. And honestly, we can just go ahead and I'll just go ahead and make the recipe like this instead of making the other leadstone. It looks like we have just enough redstone actually. That is incredibly lucky because I did not honestly think about crafting one of these before the episode started, so that's really good. But I hope you guys have been enjoying these episodes so far. I know that I have loved doing them. They've been a lot of fun to do. I also play a single player world. Well, it's not actually single player. I play with friends on a little server that I run, but it's been a lot of fun doing that, and then coming and doing this for you guys has been quite a bit of fun. So now that we have our energy cell, this puppy can store up to 200,000. No, that's not right. I think that's 2 million redstone power, I believe is what that's supposed to be. Can't remember what the exact term is. What I want to do is put that in right here. Okay. So that's not getting the right interface. So I need that inputting into the bottom and outputting out the top. So that should be set up to receive and everything. So now I'm going to plop down a whole stack of coal and look at this bad boy go. Bam, and I am getting energy nice and efficiently. Now, the nice thing about this is that honestly, that one steam dynamo can run all of the machines, with the exception of running like the liquid transposer and the magma crucible. It should be able to run anything that I set up with no issue whatsoever. I mean, it outputs 80 RF a tick, which is a pretty good amount. I mean, that's the same amount as a magmatic engine, only it takes steam instead. Now, once I do get to that point, I'm going to have a nice little magmatic set up, because that one is really easy to do. But honestly, I probably won't do that until I get past this quest right here, because it gives you a free endothermic pump, which is what I'm looking forward to. Let's go ahead and see what we get out of our reward here, shall we? And you also get this nifty Fortune 3 hammer, which we can use. I don't know if you guys remember, but I showed you if you break down like iron ore gravel with a hammer, then it has a chance of giving you 5 instead of 4 on the next tier down. But with this Fortune 3 hammer, it works just like if you were breaking redstone, diamond, emerald, anything like that. So you could duplicate your ores, not quite to a ×2 proficiency, but you can get a pretty good amount going. And since you can get it all the way down to dust, I don't know, it's an effective way of multiplying your ore, because you can go from gravel to sands to dusts, and by then you'll have gotten at least 1 or 2 extra ore most likely, and then you can run it through a pulverizer or through your smeltery. So that is a really efficient way to do this. I also got a 3rd autonomous activator in here, and I got an extra one outside, and it looks like I've got enough for 1 more if I need it. But I'm actually starting to move away from autonomous activators. I'm getting other ways to do stuff. I'm still going to need them to get little medals here and there most likely, but we'll see. So we got a greater reward bag, and I don't know if I've opened any reward bags since the last update or not, but essentially it pops up a screen now, and I got an enchantment table and magic wood. That's awesome. I'm actually going to go ahead and set that up right now, because I have 35 levels. Now you're wondering, how are you going to set that up for a 30 level mark? You don't have any bookshelves. Well, this magical wood right here is pretty awesome, actually. It works like bookshelves, only better. I think 5 or 6 of these magical woods can actually equivalate to the 15 bookshelves needed. I don't think equivalate is a word, but we're going to go with that. Alright, so I don't have anywhere good to set this yet, so I'm just going to plop this little bad boy out here, and that was actually kind of awkward, but it should work. Okay, so I've already got full stuff there. How about our bow? Let's try that. Unbreaking 3 and punch 2, not bad. But as you saw, it had 30 levels worth, so that's pretty awesome. I'm happy with that reward. I approve this message. Alright, so now what are we looking at here? We need to get power going to our farm. That's what we need to do. So I want to turn... Let's see. How do I want to do this? I think I want to make this back part an output. Nope, that's not. I don't know what the yellow is. If you guys know what the yellow interface is, let me know. I really don't know what that is. Alright, so I just want to extend my cabling along here. And now my farm is just through here. Oh, it's not quite here. Okay. It's a little bit further up. I might need more cabling for this, actually. Let's see. Might be better to go out the front instead. I'm not really sure. Alright, either way, I want to get all this set up and kind of show you guys how I like to do things. Maybe even give you some handy little tips or tricks that you might be able to use for yourself. I think what I want to do, I can't run cable around here, it'll run over my elevators. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll just run it right through here. Then it's out of my way. Alright, so where's my farm at? Is it right here? Okay, so here's the farm. I need some kind of... Oh no! Leadstone energy conduits, come back! I need you! Please! Oh no! Ah, that really sucks. I don't have any redstone left, so I might have to take a quick break to remake some because it takes 6 redstone just to make the 5 or 6 at a time, I think. That's not right. Yeah, see, it takes 6 redstone plus the 2 lead ingots. That's way more than I have right now. So I'm gonna have to go get some dust and everything. That kinda sucks. Okay, oh, well actually our planter should be right in front of me. Bam! That's what I'm talking about. Okay. So, yep, it looks like I am gonna have to take a quick pause and make some more energy conduits. I'll be back in a few minutes, you guys. Alright, and we're back. So I should have enough here for what I need. I'm just gonna run it. Let's see, I can break this, right? Maybe not quite. Alright, so I want to run this just like that, so that should be getting power now. Oh, yes it is, and it looks like it's already planting. Very nice. Let's check it out, shall we? What? Oh, wait, no, that's not what I want. Alright, yes, nice. So these also can get upgrades. Right now my planter essentially will only plant in a little 3x3 pattern. I'll show you right here. If you pull out a precision sledgehammer, that is, then it will show you the radius of your mine factory reloaded machines and what they're doing, where they work at. The planter and harvester are actually overlapping here. I'm going to move the harvester back here once I upgrade it. It spits items out the back here, so whenever it does harvest, it'll spit this vacuum hopper right here. But essentially, that's what I'm planning on doing there. Let's see how I'm going to run cable here real quick. Also, I've got a sprinkler running if you didn't notice at all. Like the little effects that it does. You can actually feed this thing bone meal and maybe fertilizer, I'm not really sure. But I know you can feed it bone meal and it's more effective than you applying it by hand, so that's a nifty little trick. Okay, so an easy way to get to that. I love having a long sword, it's really good for getting around, let me tell you. I don't have enough to get all the way up to it, so maybe I could just come in from underneath temporarily. I should have just enough for that. And it should be right. Oh no! Flood! Oh man, I can't. Or, wait. No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure something out for that. Well, that's annoying. It's acting like I'm under. Oh wait, I am underwater somehow. What? How was I underwater there? God, I hate Minecraft's water physics so much. Oh, you know what? I can just, bam, there. It's considered blocked. That makes all the sense in the world, right? That's my, okay, that is my harvester. Bam, bam, bam. One left. And blam. No? Oh, one high. Bam! Harvester has power! We have automated farm, you guys. Congratulations to us. Yay! Okay, now back to work then. And I'm blocked in here. Can I break this safely still? No? There we go. Where can mobs spawn? Nowhere? Okay, no worries then. Alright, so we've already gone through half a stack of coal, But we have almost filled up half of this thing's power, and it is powering that stuff, although it doesn't take much. Essentially, we're working towards, let's see, we're working towards this quest right here, which we're getting closer to now. But it essentially requires you making a resonant flux capacitor, which is pretty difficult to make as it is. It takes ender pearls, not to mention making a leadstone, hardened, and redstone flux capacitor to get to it. It's pretty complex, honestly. And then you also end up having to make energy conduits right before that too, which requires you to have like a magma crucible and stuff set up. So we're probably not going to get there for at least an episode or two. I know I'm not going to get there this episode. There's no way. But we should be able to do this pretty easily. An auto brewer. I don't remember if I've already spawned a blaze. You can spawn a blaze through a little trick I'll show you in a second if I don't already have the blaze rod. Which I don't think I do. It's unfortunate that I can't combine a blaze to blaze powder back into a blaze rod. That would be really handy. But that would be too easy now, wouldn't it? Oh, I forgot I had that wand. That's gonna really come in handy later. Like, you guys don't even know. Well, you might, but it is pretty nice. I really wish I could make a knapsack. I hate carrying around so much stuff. That's okay, no worries. I'm just gonna toss this hammer off to the side. Okay, so I need an angry doll. I don't have an angry doll. This sucks. Okay. I'm not going to the Nether. I don't know if you guys have gone to the Nether on this mod pack before, but it's not fun. I'm not going there until I have an endothermic pump, and then I'm only going just long enough to set that up, encase myself, and then go hide. But yeah, it's not pretty. I can say that much. Let's see. We need some porcelain clay. It's gonna be some bone meal plus some clay. That's easy. And then I can just craft that. I've got plenty of emeralds right now. I hope I've got some nether wart. I don't know if I do or not. I don't think I do. I know there's a way to get nether wart without... Yeah, it's not going to tell me through recipe. Oh, I have to sift soul sand, that's right. Okay, so I'm going to take another quick break, you guys. I've got stuff set up for witch water. I'm going to have to put sand in there and run some soul sand a few times until I get at least a couple of nether wart. I'm pretty sure I have all this other stuff. I might need glowstone. Let's see. Nope, got glowstone. Do I really not have nether wart then? That's ridiculous. So I've got blaze powder and glowstone. Oh, maybe I'll put it up here. No? Darn. Wow, okay. Alright, well, I'll be right back, you guys. And I'll be back with some nether wart and maybe a little more glowstone. We'll see. Alright, and I'm back. Fortunately, I only had to go through, I don't know, 20-ish soul sand, so that wasn't too terrible. You usually get nether quartz, like a lot of nether quartz. Well, I guess I might have gone through more than that. Oh no, because you can get more than one nether quartz out of it. I also got a couple of these saplings. I didn't even know you could get that through there. These right here are pretty cool. They grow upside down and they're pretty huge actually, but either way, I digress. So I should have everything. Yep, awesome. And now we need a stone barrel. It's a pretty simple recipe, just a bunch of smooth stone, which I don't have, and I'm gonna have to smelt now, aren't I? I'm just making you guys watch me do nothing pretty much. I'm running around in circles. Alright. Should be able to break it like this and get it. Haven't had to do this in a while. Alright. Yeah, I tried to make an efficient way for myself to be able to get the cobblestone without having to worry about it as much. And I came up with that. Alright, so we're just going to go ahead and smelt 8. Got a pretty good amount of charcoal here. Alright, let's go check on my power production while that smelts. I need to make sure that I'm not out of coal already, which I probably am getting close. Yep. This thing is almost full, which is pretty sweet. Actually, I'm just going to lower that, because once that's filled up, it's not going to matter that much. How are we looking for sludge? We probably don't have a lot. Let's see. 0 still? And I guess it hasn't grown at all. Wheat is so slow to grow, I wish... Well, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and feed some bone meal into that sprinkler. I've got bones. Why not? Oh, you know, this would be a good test for our pulverizer. If you don't already know, you can pulverize bone to get a little bit extra bone meal. Check it out. Bam, 6 bone meal instead of 3. How nice is that? Pretty nice if you ask me. Alright, so I've got my angry doll. My tasty, tasty grilled cheeses, of course. Alright, and bam, 48 bone meal. That was nice. God, I love doing that. Alright. So you just plop it in right there, and there's no indicator that's using it, but it is using it, so... Now we've got bone meal running on these. They'll harvest a little faster, I hope, because I need that sludge bucket to keep going. Alright, so I need a stone barrel. That stone should be more than done by now. Bam, it is. I just realized I'm going to need a little bit more, actually. Oh man, one more. Are you kidding me? Gosh. Friggin' kidding me. Oh man. Alright, after I kick this Blaze's butt, I will probably go ahead and end the episode because it's going to run a little bit long otherwise. And we have to put some lava in this barrel as well, so I'm just going to plop it right here, and I need my bucket. My handy dandy bucket. Alright. If you didn't notice, I've got an autonomous activator feeding cobblestone into this thing consistently. Pretty good idea if you're wanting to try to keep a steady source of lava this early. Also, if you did want to go to the nether, you'd need a lot of lava to make that obsidian into that. Alright, so you just right click it on there. Now it's not going to spawn with me standing here because it still follows the same general spawn rules. So all I need to do is just back away here. That's all I should need to do anyway. Let's see. Sometimes it takes a minute. I've had problems with this before. I always end up getting it in the end though. Come on baby, I need you to spawn. I need that blaze rod. Here, Mr. Blaze. Mr. Blaze. Ow, that hurt. Okay. Come on, man. Oop. Oh, I heard it. Woo, he's on. Oh, he got me. Oh, bam. Did you guys see that? Lunged into him. Probably dropped my blaze. Oh, he probably dropped the blaze rod into the lava or something. Something stupid, I'm sure, but that was an amazing lunge that I just made. One hit him and everything. That was pretty sweet. Pretty disappointed about the blaze rod, though. Alright, well, I don't want the episode to run too long, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off here. And if you guys will just be patient, I will have a blaze rod next episode. I'll work on getting that between episodes. Usually, they have a pretty high chance of dropping it, so I'm kind of surprised I didn't get it. But either way, I'll do that, and then we'll go ahead and make our auto brewer, because it's really simple to make, and it's a pretty easy quest to do. It doesn't require... You can essentially finish this mod pack without ever going into the nether. They've stated that, and you really can. You can get everything you need in the overworld through various means. They made sure of that. Because the nether is terrifying. I'm telling you guys. Alright, but anyway, I'm Seashow, and this has been episode 11 of my Let's Play Agrarian Skies. If you like what you see, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys next time.